opposed to, so these are actually custom wraps. These are 200 inchers as opposed to 180 inchers, and I'm kind of lazy sometimes. I didn't ball them up, so I'm getting it to straighten out now. As you can see, the creases in here. So I typically, for some reason, like to wrap my left hand first.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, come on back, buddy.
All right.
So I'll take my watch off here. So something that's really important is getting them, the thumb loop here, you don't want to pull it tight because it can choke the thumb when you do the initial wraps. So you put that right there, and I like to, with these 200 inchers, do one low, one high around the base of the wrist, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 total there. Now I spread my fingers out, and I go over the top here, and we do it 4 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, and then I pinch in the middle, and I lay those up, and this is going to be on top, and this is going to be a pad for our knuckles here. And to lock those guys in place, I come up and through the pinky, up through the middle and the ring, and then I go up and through the middle and the index finger, and then I come back around and I do 2 loops to lock that padding in place. And there's so many different ways to wrap your hands. Like, I'm not saying this is the right or the best way. This is just what's worked best for me. I like to stabilize the thumb as well. So you can see even naturally, even though I kept that space there, it still wants to pull back. So even if it does pull back, make sure you get that space back because you just don't want to choke your thumb. It doesn't feel good. So you get around the thumb here. I go around the base of the thumb, and then I put one loop through here. And mostly that's just to prevent the thumb jamming. So you go to throw like a hook and it puts some pressure on the joint there. It's going to give a little bit of spring to keep it from being jammed all the way in. So, and I've had a lot of hand problems in my life, and back before I wrapped this way, it seemed like they were really prevalent. So doing it this way seems to have helped, but at the end of the day, the gloves are what are going to mostly protect your hands, and then the wraps are mostly to stabilize the wrist. So that's why you notice I've got like 10 wraps around the wrist here as opposed to putting too much on the finger. So we'll do the right hand next. It's kind of the same part of the process. We'll get this all straightened up. And it's, like I said, there's so many different ways to skin a cat. You can wrap your hands however you want if it's effective and working for you and you're not having hand problems and things of that nature. There's no reason to overcomplicate it because I feel like this wrap from the first time looking in probably looks pretty complicated. But we'll do a little more step by step. So once again, thumb loop. We're wrapping away from the thumb. Make sure we keep the space there. We do one low at the base of the wrist, one high, kind of pushing that thumb joint in there, and then 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And then if you end up kind of cockeyed to one way or another, for the end wraps, you can even that out. Now, fingers are up and down. We're going to go around the index finger and keep that space there. And we'll do 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we have our knuckle pad. So we come up and around the index finger here. And we go up and around. And this is the tricky part. You want to get it back behind the edge here and pinch it down against your body so it doesn't slide forward. Then I do the exact same thing again. And it's wanting to spin on me. It's something normal. But you notice how when I get it back there, it's staying there. It's because I'm pinching it down here. Then we come around here, and that's what's going to lock that farther back to where you want it. And now we put the gauze pad nice and tight there. You want to kind of push back excess gauze and make sure that you got it locked into place. And you use this as a way to lock that pad in. And we're going to go around the thumb like I showed y'all earlier. We're going to go back and around, and then we are going to lock the wraps back into place again. So right there, that is kind of the way that I've been wrapping hands for a while. I might do a little research and see if I could do it better whatsoever, but in my time doing this has been pretty good. So thanks, guys.